Hello everyone, Empire Baron here. Thank you all for joining me. Welcome back. This is game 2 of this 3-game series in the gsports.com tournament. They had put up a $10 prize pool and 32 players from Age of Empires Online who had reached level 40 will go at it and fight in this tournament, and the winner will receive that prize. This is game 2, as I said, so if you haven't checked out game 1 yet, I'll give you a second to head over there. Alright, so PirateKermit did lose that game to TheMistaa in the last game, so we will see if PirateKermit can come back and beat the favorite of TheMistaa. TheMistaa had a really strong strategy in the last map, which was Oasis, and now we are seeing the Black Forest. PirateKermit chooses this map because he had lost that first game. So now we see PirateKermit chose Black Forest and is filled with lots of choke points and areas to squeeze in your units and maybe put off some blocking. And we will see what strategy TheMistaa goes on from here. I know that the last game he had used Camel Riders very successfully. They are a very fast, strong unit. He quick aged and got that stable out and started pumping out the Camel Riders, and that's what enabled him to destroy PirateKermit utterly in a matter of a couple minutes. And let's see how long this game takes to play out here on Black Forest. We have been having a couple difficulties throughout this tournament with some players talking about how they don't want to use these stretched maps, so we are able to see these games. It's a little bit frustrating because we all want observer mode too, but at the same time, in order for this community to start to grow, we really need to be able to get these games streamed or at least frapped so that we can put them up on the channel and we can start building a couple sponsors. As you see here, G Sports, they are promoting this one, so we are able to get these tournaments going. Real quick, you'll see bubbles set up here, but we're really trying to just make this community grow, and PvP has been struggling a little bit in this game. I'm sorry, that's not bubble, that's PirateKermit. I'm a little bit ahead of myself here. So PirateKermit there is, you'll see his base. He's decided to go and get that wood line there next to his gold, and he really doesn't have the best villager management. It's something that's very important. When you look over at the base of TheMistaa here, you see that TheMistaa has that storehouse right there, and he opts to say, you know, I'm going to go with that early storehouse in lieu of getting a Priestess of Ra out on it, and then that short distance that those villagers have to travel is a lot more important than that empower rate. So we are seeing here also by PirateKermit an early gold. Now that is another what I believe to be a mistake. You'll see now TheMistaa is just getting his gold, and you don't want to have a surplus of resources. You want to try to keep your resources as low as you can. And in this case, TheMistaa only needs 75 gold so he can get that first priestess out. There it is. Now he just needs to make sure he has enough gold so he can constantly be producing out of the stables. There's no need to get an excess of gold when in the early game it's more important to get that priestess of, or that next age upgrade done. So we want to get that Temple of Ra up as soon as we can, and that Temple of Ra only requires food and wood. So you want to try to focus your villagers on food and wood, and then once you're in the process, you can start moving on gold. Now we see 4 villagers on gold, and we see these Camel Riders start to come out. So we shall see now how this game progresses from here. If we're seeing now the stables goes down for the PirateKermit, and now we're seeing these 3 Camel Riders start marching up the map. TheMistaa realizes that he has an advantage in time here, and if he pushes now, there seems to be no defense. This line of villagers is so vulnerable. As I said in the last game, that gold is so vulnerable that you need to try to get a defense for it as soon as possible, unless you can move it to a more backward location on in your capital. Now we see that Scout is just sitting right outside of the base for TheMistaa, seeing everything that PirateKermit's doing. These Camel Riders are almost in, and we see only one Camel Rider up, and these villagers are still going to be very vulnerable. There they come. We're seeing that Priestess go down instantly. That should be your first target. Then the villagers try to pull them back off the line, but I think that this little group of Camel Riders is going to do so much damage. And now we're seeing he's trying to micro them in and out. And now the Scout is the one taking the damage. All right, so we're seeing now one more Camel Rider come into the fray. And it looks like PirateKermit mis-microed some of his villagers. And those villagers are just going to get slaughtered here. We're seeing only one, now two more Camel Riders come in for PirateKermit, and more also come in for TheMistaa. Another one comes in from the side of the map here, and we're seeing just Camel Riders pour down the map. We go back to the base of TheMistaa, and we see we have two created stables. One is in the works, and he has just got a steady supply of Camel Riders coming forth. He's got his economy still growing. PirateKermit is on his heels again. It has just been so tough to beat TheMistaa here. And it is going to be interesting to see as this tournament proceeds how these other players are able to deal with him. We're seeing him now try to focus down this queen again, and it looks like he might get the queen there. There he goes, or the priestess. He got the priestess. Queen, I've been watching too much StarCraft, I guess. So he got the priestess, and now he is going to just focus around, make sure he can't clean up any more villagers, and we are going to now see that TheMistaa is going to put yet another stables down. And there it is. PirateKermit has resigned. Thanks everybody for watching. That is this series, and we will see how this takes place from here. Empire Baron out.